Hope you're doing well. And now, if you don't mind, we're going to get to the news. President Biden reportedly told aides in a recent meeting that they need to make progress in reversing his decline in poll numbers, and hopefully Jill and Travis will understand. According to a new report, President Biden frequently tells aides and friends in private conversations that he feels, quote, so much younger than his age, and I'm sure he does, but it doesn't inspire a ton of confidence when you walk around saying, man, I feel 73. According to a new report, First Lady Dr. Jill Biden is trying to improve President Biden's diet, or at least trying to get him to add another food group. The two Georgia election workers who won a $148 million verdict on Friday against Rudy Giuliani filed another lawsuit yesterday after Giuliani continued making false statements about them. Only Rudy could lose a $148 million lawsuit and say, all right, double or nothing. Put it all on blue. A new poll found that 3 in 10 people who voted for former President Trump want a president who is willing to break rules and laws, and in an act of desperation, Biden ripped the tags off his mattress. According to a new poll, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell has an approval rating of just 6%. Incidentally, 6% is also what he's buffering at. In a new campaign ad, Republican presidential hopeful Nikki Haley says that President Biden is too old and calls for term limits and mental competency tests, which is why we need young, sharp politicians like New York Mayor Eric Adams.
When you look at the totality of the year, if you had to describe it, and it's tough to do, in one word, what would that word be, and tell me why?
New York. This is a place where every day you wake up, you could experience everything from a plane crashing into our trade center to a person who's celebrating a new business that's open. This is a very, very complicated city, and that's why it's the greatest city on the globe.
Honey, I don't want to go to New York anymore. Nikki Haley is right. Term limits might be a good idea. How about half a term? Is that too soon? Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene over the weekend met Jacob Chansley, the so-called QAnon shaman, in what is being called Hallmark's worst Christmas movie ever. The Greek yogurt company Chobani has acquired the coffee chain La Colombe for $900 million because they are dedicated to making sure their customers never leave the bathroom. And finally, a man in Alabama who was arrested recently for alleged possession of a controlled substance had a parrot on his shoulder and told officers he was high on mushrooms. Said the parrot, "Don't forget the crack." Not good. Not good. In rehearsal, the parrot was good earlier. I shouldn't have burned it when we were doing cards earlier. Don't forget. No, I still don't have it. Maybe later in the show. We'll get back to it. That was a monologue, everybody. We got a great show for you tonight. She is an Emmy-winning writer, comedian, and actress from my home state of New Hampshire, hometown even, Bedford. You can see her in the critically acclaimed Maestro, which is in theaters now and on Netflix tomorrow. The wonderful, one of our favorites, Sarah Silverman, is back on the show, everybody. And you know her from Russian Doll and The Morning Show. She stars in one of my favorite movies of the year, Past Lives. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Greta Lee will also be joining us. And he is a James Beard award-winning chef whose book, Mi Cocina, Recipes and Rapture from My Kitchen in Mexico, is available now. We will be cooking with Chef Rick Martinez, everybody. Hey, you guys, my brother and I, we have a podcast called Family Trips. We talk to people about the family trips they took when they were kids. We have a great episode this week with Nate Bargatze. He is fantastic, as always. Do check that out. Also, if you were in Las Vegas on New Year's Eve and you were looking for something to do, me and my friend John Oliver will be at the Coliseum at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. Come check us out. We are so happy. We're so excited to do that show. And then as soon as it's over, go right to bed. That is how John and I party, you guys. Moving on, this morning, I was practicing my hockey stops in the Rockefeller ice skating rink when I overheard a family of Austrian tourists discussing a new breed of migrating tree frogs. And wait, I am so sorry. I could be wrong here, but I think I smell some smoke, and that can only mean one thing. It's time for Yeah Burnt! Welcome to the Burn Zone. We got a lot of topics to sizzle through and not a lot of time. Over here is the burner. Let's turn on the gas and load her up. Woo! Feliz Navidad! First up, ornaments. Hey, ornaments, if I wanted to see dusty red balls hanging under a shaggy thicket, I'd go to the YMCA on a weekday afternoon. That's right, we're starting with a testicles joke. That's how we do Christmas in Burntown. Hey, ornaments! You know what I don't want dangling precariously off a twig in a house with 3 kids and a dog? Something that shatters. You want me to hang orbs of the world's thinnest glass at toddler eye level? Why don't I just paint the word Noel on some hand grenades instead? Also, it's bad enough we just ripped a healthy young tree out of the ground. Now we gotta desecrate the corpse by dressing it up like a stripper at a bachelor party. It's bringing holiday cheer, not starting an OnlyFans. And not only are the store-bought ornaments bad, now I gotta pretend to be impressed by those homemade monstrosities my kids bring home from school. Wow, you made this with just popsicle sticks and all the glue? I never would have guessed. Let's hang it in the back, facing the wall with all your other masterpieces. Sideburn my infant daughter.
Sideburn.
It's okay, she won't see this. She only ever watches the monologue. Hey, ornaments! Time to join the Yule log of the fireplace because, yeah, Bert! Advent calendars. Advent calendars. The least efficient way to distribute candy since Halloween brought us door-to-door begging. If you want gifts before Christmas that badly, do what I did and marry into a Jewish family. The great thing about Advent calendars is when you give a kid one piece of candy, they're totally satisfied for the next 24 hours. You ever tried to give a kid one piece of candy? You know what would work better? 24 Advent calendars. And if you're worried about the candy not being fresh by the time you open it on December 24th, remember, they packed it in April. Here's an idea, Advent calendars. Make one of you that counts down the days to the 2024 election so I really know when to beg Jesus for help. Advent calendars, did I accidentally hang you over a menorah 'cause you burnt? Mulled wine, finally an answer to the question, what if potpourri could get you up? Not to play sommelier here, but I'm pretty sure red wine is meant to be served at room temp or slightly chilled, not scalding hot and full of mulch. Also, I don't know if it technically counts as a secret family recipe if you throw in a pinch of every single spice in your pantry, but at least we finally polished off the jar of cloves Aunt Judy gave us when Bush was still in office.
Mission accomplished.
Hey, mulled wine, mull this over, you burnt. Caroling, oh good, sober karaoke with strangers is available for delivery. And they do all of the songs I already have on Spotify, but worse? Sign me up. This is the real nightmare before Christmas. Nothing more disappointing than thinking your Thai food is here, than opening the door to find your 10 weirdest neighbors informing you Christ the Savior is born. I want my pad Thai, goddammit! You're like if Jehovah's Witnesses went to theater camp. Hey, carolers, how about you do Silent Night, not the song, the activity? Also, let me make something clear. I will wish you a Merry Christmas, but I will not be bringing you some figgy pudding. I don't have any figgy pudding. I don't know where to get figgy pudding. If Whole Foods hasn't figured out figgy pudding, then no one has figgy pudding, you absolute psychopaths. Hey, carolers, go fa-la-la-la-la-luck yourself. You burnt. Those commercials where people get a car for Christmas with a big bow on it. Let's cut the It's never happened. I don't even believe that people are giving each other cars for Christmas, let alone ones with big bows on them. And if they did, would never look like that. Imagine your dad in the driveway on Christmas Eve trying to curl a ribbon with a giant pair of scissors. Cursing so loud the whole neighborhood can hear. He's not keeping this a secret. And let me get this straight. You're asking a fictional demigod from the North Pole to bring you a free vehicle, and you opted for a Kia Sorento? You don't give a Kia with a bow, you give it with a gift receipt. Hey, giant carbos, this is gonna be a December to remember because you burnt. Hey, elves. Elves. Hey, elves. Elves! I'm just gonna say it, you're all getting played. You've been working 200-hour work weeks with no vacation for what, 3-4 centuries? You do all the work and the credit goes to the jolly fat man. You're either gonna have to unionize or take out Santa, because at some point, enough is enough. And look, elves, we're pro-labor here, we support you, but I do not, and I will never support Elf on the Shelf. All your friends are doing hard work, and you're spying on children, you a creep, bro. I feel like they give pervy elves that job the same way priests get moved to a new parish. Elves, time to go jump in the snow because you burnt. Malls, the Amazon.com of the 80s. Have you been to a mall recently, kids? No? Well, guess what? You're missing out. Gen Z, get off TikTok and go to the mall. At malls, you make your own algorithm, man. Check these out. Did I get these at a store? No, bro, I got them at a hut. I didn't even have to pay for them. I waited for 15 minutes to see if anybody worked there, and when nobody showed up, I just took them. Then I waited around in the fountain, gathered enough quarters to play Mortal Kombat at the arcade until my fingers bled. Sounds like a full day, right? Wrong, because then I swooped over to Lids and copped this sweet hat. Did a pit stop at Auntie Anne's for a month's worth of carbs. And look, I know you can get pornography at the tip of your fingers, blah, 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 blah. But you can also pop into Spencer's Gift, drop by the poster rack, and have a whole-ass relationship with a picture of a bikini-clad model sprawled out on the hood of a Porsche. That's living, and that's why malls are this week's Unburnable. Ascend to safety. How many days ago did we get these pretzels? Wreaths. Oh, look, it's the Christmas tree's crackhead cousin outside your door again. Want to show people you have a holiday spirit but don't want to put any effort to it? Try a wreath. Nothing like paying $50 for the scraps from the real trees. It's like going to a pizza place and ordering just crust. And what's the point of a wreath anyway? Is it a warning to the other trees? The only good news is I can sweep up all that crap that falls off my wreath and use it to make mulled wine. Hey, wreaths, I'm rethinking you, and I decided you burnt. The Christmas goose. Oh, no! Oh, no, the goose. I completely forgot to take out the goose. Oh, no, my beautiful 12-pound goose that I fattened all year. Oh, no. Oh, please be okay, the goose. Please be okay. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, why didn't this part burn? I just realized I'm still wearing the hat. Goose, you burnt! Up next, Tiny Tim. Listen up, you crotchety little bitch. Oh, that buzzer means we're out of time. Looks like I'll have to burn your dickens off. Next one out. This has been You Burnt. We'll be right back with Sarah Silverman.